knowledge here. So can you explain it to us, and like how you would explain it to your neighbor, what went on and what's happening?
We really don't want to get into commenting on what the court does, but we requested a temporary injunction and the court granted it.
An injunction on,
It prohibits the sale of Graceland.
what is the family saying about this?
I can't comment on what anybody says. When I talk about problems, it's confidential.
Will the court proceedings continue in terms of allowing them to present evidence and that type of thing?
Again, I can't comment on that, what the court said today. I just really have to rely on what the court does and what happens.
Can I get your reaction about the judge saying Graceland is, it's loved with a C? Obviously, just that reaction when he said that.
I just don't have any specific comment on that aspect of the matter. But, I think everyone certainly appreciates Graceland and what this is all about. Lifelong Infinite, certainly. That's really what's occurred on this matter. And we'll be drafting an order, we'll submit it to the court. That order, we hope, will speak for itself, and y'all can have access to that.
There's no judgment on whether or not this is a fraud, this is claim from the judge.
When I listened to what the court said, and I want to make sure I agree with what you're saying.
Okay, well, yeah.
But I really can't comment on it. I will draft an order that incorporates what the court said, and that'll be submitted to the court, submitted to the other side, even though they didn't show up today, and we'll move forward.
And have you been in touch?
I really just need to comment outside the court on what's going on. We just sort of allow what we do in court, we hope to speak for us.
And have you been in-
the Saudis are using their real name? Is that their actual name?
I couldn't comment on that beyond what we've alleged.
And you've been able to reach them who purportedly put the foreclosure notice up?
Pardon me?
Have you been able to reach the party that you're
I've not.
contending with in court?
I think one of the things we're looking for is a translation from what the legal issues that the judge said today in basic terms. Would you be able to provide that?
I don't think I should, because I think that is for the court to explain itself in order. And I think what we prefer to do instead of me, everybody can go outside the courtroom and spin and talk about what happened and say, we sort of would prefer to let our comment be exactly what we present to the court. We'll present an order outlining what happened in court today from what the court said. The court asked me for me to prepare an order outlining what it said. I'm going to do exactly that to incorporate exactly what Chancellor Goodman said today.
So this matter is not over.
Is it not simple as you ask for temporary injunction, that stands, and the fraud issues have been determined at a later date?
We'll enter an order on this. I think everybody heard what the Chancellor said on the topic today. I think we'll enter an order that exactly happened.
How is your client doing after all this has kind of been bubbling in the media for a few days? Can you give us they're busy obviously with other things, but how would you say they're doing?
I'm just not in a position to comment on any of that. I don't have any.
As a Memphian, how impressive is this? Graceland, this historic site.
I couldn't tell you anything.
So after you submit the order, is that when we'll get a new court date about entry here?
Typically, this will be a process that moves forward as the law requires, and we'll follow the process as we go.
How can you inform your
So it is not a for sale. Is there an auction tomorrow?
The court was clear that aspect was prohibited by the temporary injunction.
And spell your first and last name one more time.
It's JFF in Germany, like the country of Germany.
It's
JFF. You can look that one up. Sorry.
I just want to make sure. It could be GEO.
No, I understand. I'm pretty sure that thing. Thank you.
Okay, so you got the press room. So nobody showed up on the other side. Couldn't see that one coming. Shocker! That was the quickest hearing ever. Yeesh. What's up, guys? Hope you're well. I'm here, obviously, at the courthouse. I'm going to do a video as well, a pre-recorded video. So we'll just soak in the atmosphere and check out the scene while we're here. But certainly some good news for Riley. Certainly the opposing side that's trying to get Graceland to go to auction did not show up. So there's a planned auction scheduled for tomorrow, which is not going to happen. So it was a lightning fast hearing, probably about 4 minutes, give or take. But what are you going to do if the other person doesn't show up? So, you know, really, it was interesting. I mean, I went all this way just to have the other person show up, which I 90% expected to happen. But, you know, obviously, if you've been paying attention to the story, the main issue is that Lisa Marie Presley has taken out this loan from this company. Riley, her daughter, says that this loan is totally forged. And it'll be interesting to explore this and see if Scientology has a hand in any of this. They have a stake in the Graceland estate. Oh, we got some more to talk about.
That would be something that the order will typically do things by orders of the court. If the court orders otherwise. Jeff, I'm sorry, can you re-explain that bond real quick? And did I miss here, is it 500,000 or 5 million? $500. Oh, 500.
A departure.
You misheard a little bit.
What was that about? I'm sorry.
What is the 500?
That was the condition the court set for the temporary injunction being issued, was that we post a bond of $500. There's an injunction on it.
But the language would be temporary injunction, not preliminary injunction, that's the language.
Big difference, guys.
Would help enter it in accordance with what the court ordered, but it would, there's a difference between a temporary or a preliminary injunction and a public. This is the temporary, it's just a process, of course, this is part of the process.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll see if interesting about the loans, etc. Yeah. So this is it's a really fishy situation, and essentially they're trying to take Gracelands away from the Presley family. And of course, Riley Keough, who's still around, the daughter of Lisa Marie Presley, says this is a completely illegal act, and the company, again, that initially tried to file to make sure that Graceland could be sold up for auction so they could get that profit. They said that they showed this documentation that Lisa Marie Presley apparently signed, where she signed off on this loan, and because of this so-called defaulted loan, which is taken out, they say shortly before she passed away, that they get the rights to this. Now, Riley Keough and they didn't get into detail in this initial trial, obviously, but Riley Keough says that this is completely forged. Now, we need to get more details as to how it might have been forged. Was it forged out of thin air? It looks like it might have very well been. The other thing is, was she sick? Was there some sort of meeting her, and did they take advantage in that regard? But I don't think that's the case. I think this is a real this is a powerful company with a lot of money behind it. The guy's yelling. It's interesting. Out of the 5 cities and 5 courtrooms I've been to, this is the most hostile. It's not friendly here, but that's okay. What's up? I'm not, but they had the Elvis hearing, so that was the big story about Graceland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
You're right. So, but the people didn't even show up. The opposing people didn't even show up. So it doesn't look like there's much of a chance. And it looks like there's kind of a ghost company that said that Lisa Marie Presley had this loan, but then nobody could find them. They don't even really exist. So there's something, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm curious. I got a little YouTube, if you don't mind saying hello. Are you a fan of Elvis? Are you looking at the story at all, or not really?
I saw it and I was
Yeah.
like, that was a shock. So I'm like,
Interested. Yeah,
They
it
really
kind of
do
came
that?
out of nowhere. Yeah.
Right, because you got people all over the world coming to see the house,
Yeah, right.
tours. So
It's an institution. Yeah. Yeah. And the other company didn't have any plans. They didn't say what the heck they do with it. You know, but it looks like they're just a shell, and there might be some mysterious stuff behind it, but that's what we're trying to get to the bottom of.
all right, well, good luck.
Thank you. Thanks for talking with me. I appreciate it. Pardon me?
So we don't comment on pending litigation. We'll enter an order with the court, and we hope that that's explanatory to next time.
Pending the $5.
We will have to make a comment about
They're just gonna follow you down the stairs, but we won't. They'll be
it.
polite.
Do not hurt yourself. These stairs hurt. Sure.
Can I ask you one thing? You probably can't speculate, but do you have any vague idea as to who the mysterious company is that didn't show up today? Do you have any idea who they might be, any research, or are they just kind of phantoms?
I just don't have any comment other than what
Fair.
we put in the lawsuit.
Right, okay,
But
fair.
we've tried to be clear in the lawsuit.
Right, check that out, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I read parts of the lawsuit. There wasn't much in it in terms of what they think this is.
I'm in the garage. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. So we'll see if any of the reporters are out here doing their thing. But again, I'm going to do a pre-recorded video after we see the dust holes. Guys, you guys want to walk with me and check out Memphis? You can certainly do that. So let me know if you want to do that. I guess we continue talking about the Presley case. But yeah, as is the case with many of these hearings, they're lightning fast because the opposing side did not show up. And it looks like, my guess is because they didn't, it looks bad if you don't respond to a court hearing, right? So my guess is any attempt to try to hijack, if that's the case, and it appears it is, any case to kind of try to hijack Graceland from the Presley family, I don't think will be successful at all because you have to show up to court. So, that's the weird part is like, what were they thinking in the very beginning? Why even go out and try to do this? But, wanted to give you the most immediate information that I could. Cannot wait to find out. Yeah, here's the thing, right? Is it Scientology where it's like, what is their favorite thing to do? Their favorite thing to do is to tie up people in court. And, even if they had no shot at getting the Graceland, even if they had no shot at actually taking Graceland away, guess what? Riley is paying for, and the Presley family, I'm sure, is paying an arm and a leg for an attorney, right? So if they tie up their time and their money in court, then that's, obviously that's a fair game tactic unto itself. And I asked the attorney, does he know any details about this company? And I read a bit of the lawsuit. There's really not much in it. They have a non-existent history essentially. So if it's this phantom company and it doesn't really exist, it appears I mean, well, it appears, I'm not going to just jump to conclusions reflexively, but one could speculate that it could very well be Scientology. So it was interesting to go to. Obviously, these things are lightning fast. But yes, best day ever 2020. I can't wait to find out who is behind this. Yes, me neither. That's kind of the fun of it. But anyway, I might hop off soon to do a pre-recorded video and give a bit of a rundown. Don, thank you for welcoming me to Memphis. I appreciate it. I'm in and out. I'm still staying in Tupelo because this came up so quick. So I already reserved the hotel. So I'm coming back down to Tupelo, and then I'll come back up to see you in Memphis. But anyway, guys, that is the rub. Very quick rub. It's about an hour and a half drive to get out here, just for a quick drive by 5 minutes. But I think it was worth checking out and reporting on. You know, if I'm sort of in the neighborhood, why not stick around? So thank you guys, and I stick around for the pre-recorded video. I'll probably put that up in about 20 minutes. Au revoir.